All new tonight, only on Hawaii News Now. Immigrants to Kauai are sent back to their home country. The people you're about to see were rounded up 2 weeks ago with dozens of others. Our Daryl Huff says none of those deported today had criminal records, but most are leaving without a fight.
6 of the Kauai detainees had their hearing today in the immigration court here in the federal building. All were from Venezuela, and all were working here legally until the Trump administration canceled temporary protective status for people from Venezuela. They shuffled into court shackled at wrists and ankles. They've been in a federal detention center since being flown from Kauai on November 5th. The owner of the cleaning company that employed them hired immigration specialist Gary Singh. So it was completely legal for their employer to hire them?
Totally correct. And that's the reason why the employer had asked me to come out here today to make sure their rights are protected.
The judge asked each man a series of questions to determine if they had grounds to stay, but 5 of the 6 said they didn't want a lawyer and would not fight deportation.
The judge was very detailed. He went through all the elements, and some of them had asylum application, and he even asked them, do you want me to look at your application? And they just want to go home.
A couple of them admitted sneaking into the country in 2023, but others asked for asylum at the border last year. Their home country was in so much political and economic turmoil, the Biden administration granted Venezuelans temporary legal status, which President Trump terminated.
The day the order was canceled by the Trump administration, they went back to illegal status. And if you're here illegal, you'll get deported.
The judge asked if they were afraid to return to Venezuela, and they said no.
I don't believe that. Again, that's what they indicated.
So you think that they're actually in some danger going back to Venezuela?
I really believe so, based on what we read in the media.
At the time of the 44 arrests, Homeland Security said 4 of the detainees were suspected associates of the criminal organization Tren de Aragua, and previously had said immigration enforcement was focused on immigrants who committed crimes. They have offered no information about the detainees since. The men removed today were not charged with crimes.
None of them have criminal history. They've been sitting in jail for 3 weeks now. All they want to do is go home.
The judge granted an appeal hearing in December to one detainee named Roberto, who hastily signed Singh's representation agreement. The others are expected to be flown home next week. There were 2 supporters of the men in the courtroom from Kauai. One was one of their managers. She wept quietly as 5 of her former co-workers were ordered removed. Reporting from the federal building, Daryl Huff, Hawaii News Now.